Do I have everybody's attention now?
Welcome to STS Radio.
You just wait and see how far we're gonna go.
Because regular radio fucking sucks.
All right, guys, you know him from Man vs. Food, Man Finds Food, Best Sandwich in America. Now he's got his own book out, his second book, mind you. Adam Richman, Straight Up Tasty. He's here to chat with us, chat some food for you. Adam Richman, how are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me on.
Not a problem, man. So I'm looking through some of the things that you got in your book here, and a lot of them sound incredibly good. The Hangover Egg Sammy, the Chili Frito Sloppy Joe, or Jose as you call it, one pan breakfast burrito. There's one of them, I have no idea what this is, and like the name just throws me right off. I have no idea what it is, and hopefully you can explain this a little bit. The Horseradish-Parmesan Angels On Horseback.
So Angels on Horseback, it's a shrimp-based appetizer. Usually trim wrapped in bacon is one of the things that they would call Angels on Horseback. Sometimes they'll throw water chestnuts in or whatever. But I I love like big flavor bombs. And so essentially I do it with like a horseradish and Parmesan crust. And so the cheese melts and holds the horseradish on. So there's a little bit of a bite to cut through the richness. But it actually, the nice thing is when you cook horseradish, it actually takes a lot of like the sort of funk out of it and makes it almost like a roasted root sort of flavor on it. And it's pretty darn delicious.
Wow. That does sound good, man. If your mouth's not watering after that, there's something really, really screwed up about you. So the book is in stores now, and you're going on a book tour. And you know, if anybody listening out there is a schmuck like me and that's a glutton for winters and living in New England, he's got 3 stops in the New England area. Tuesday, May 26th, he'll be at the Dave's Marketplace in East Greenwich, Rhode Island, 1000 Division Street. Wednesday, the 27th, he'll be in Boston at Northeastern University. And Thursday, May 28th, he'll be at New Haven, Connecticut's Yale Co-op. So stop on by.
I'm just so excited. I'm sorry to interrupt you now. I'm just thinking how happy I am because my stepmom lives in Swampscott, and she's from Newton, Mass. So I love the fact that I get to go back to New England.
No, what's your favorite memory of like the New England area? I know you've been here, filming shows and whatnot. I'm sure you've visited family or friends up here. Is there any memory? Is there like one memory that just kind of sticks out to you and it's like, oh man, this is why I go back every year?
It's difficult for me because I went to graduate school in New Haven, and the first time I was up at Yale and I had Worcester Street pizza, at Pepe's or Sally's or even Modern. That was amazing, but also, like, more New Englandy, I guess, when I went to Woods Hole with my stepmom and my late dad, and we had, steamers and New England clam chowder and ice cream out of waffle cones and stuff down in Woods Hole, and then rode our bikes back to Newton. I just think that it was to Falmouth, excuse me, I beg your pardon. It was, I guess that to me is a really big New England memory.
So, getting back to the book here, what was like the determining factor where you said, I want to come out with this second book because there's some stuff I maybe left out of the first book that maybe I want to throw in the second one, or I've got more stories to tell. Like, what really was the determining factor for that?
It was interesting because I'm not a chef, so I didn't know anybody who really wanted to cook from me, and my publisher was doing research on another author, and the market research came back and they said that people really were interested in seeing a cookbook from me and seeing recipes from me. And so I have plenty of them. But again, because I'm not a chef, I'm a home cook. I've worked in the restaurant industry, since I'm 13 years old. But, I thought that the cookbook domain was only meant for the people with culinary degrees in fancy restaurants. I guess because there was an overwhelming response to, I guess, people finding me as relatable or accessible, which is something that I really consider a big point of pride. I was like, screw it. I'm going to put all kinds of stuff. So I've got like my grandma's brisket, my mom's spinach pie, and then I'll do some recipes like I do a French dip style casserole, or I do tomato soup with mini grilled cheese dumplings. And then some of them I make a little more complex. I've got like pastas with shrimp and macadamia and, pineapple and all kinds of interesting stuff. I've got sushi recipes in there. So I just wanted to make a book for people that were maybe afraid to approach cooking because, they've been made to feel that unless you're a chef or you have really expensive equipment, you have no place in the kitchen. And I think that's nonsense.
It really is. I mean, Paul Stanley, for me, summed it up. He basically said, look, we all know what good food and what bad food is. Really, all a chef is a guy that's tinkered long enough to make good food for themselves, or food that other people like. So, I mean, as far as being like a chef or a cook, I mean, that's to me at least, it seems like a meaningless title because anybody can really do it. It's just a meaningless title, though.
Well, I mean, to me, I think being a chef really bespeaks a level of true training. Like there's an element of craft that chefs have that is second nature and innate, whether it's proper knife technique or whether it's knowing how to make your mother sauces or how to break down the primal cuts of beef or how to break down a fish. But the thing is, like once you have that skill set, I mean, and you have that degree of formal classical training, to me, I think that bespeaks a chef. Also, running a restaurant kitchen. And for me, though, I had a kitchen for a little while. I was still a cook. I just happened to be a cook who ran a kitchen. My title may have been chef, but I was a cook. And the bottom line is most of the world are cooks and not chefs. And I think that that's what hopefully will make these recipes relatable.
Yeah, and I mean, they seem like pretty simple enough recipes that really anybody can follow along with them,
Yeah, I mean, I tested the hell out of them. That was also really important to me was my agent. I even hired a professional recipe tester for a while because I wanted to make sure that people could just kind of go on autopilot and know that whatever they were going to make was going to be delicious.
Absolutely incredible, man. All right, so I asked a couple of people to send emails if they have a question for you, and we did actually get some emails from some of our listeners, and
Awesome.
I got the two probably most frequently asked questions for you, and we'll get this first one out of the way because I was told not to bring up like Man vs. Food or anything else, but they wanted to know what the toughest challenge on Man vs. Food that you ever faced were.
The toughest challenge, I would say, I mean, the one spicy one I lost definitely sucked. That was because the owner kind of cheated. I mean, we have it on his microphone was recorded on camera. After he made the sauce, he just said, "I'm going to add the rest of the bottle of ghost chili extract," which not only wasn't fair, it was actually very dangerous. So that one definitely sucked. And also, like, some of the bigger quantity ones, like the big steak one in the Baltimore episode, that was pretty awful.
Wow. And the second question comes from Allison in Taunton, Massachusetts. She wants to know,
Yep.
Adam, are you single? And if so, can I meet you for dinner in Boston when you come around for your book signing?
Well, I would. My stepmom lives in Swampscott, so my dinner party is full at the moment. But I'll definitely down to give you a big old hug at the signing.
She wants me to bring one of a picture of her and her phone number to one of your signings. So
fair enough.
All right, Adam, just five rapid fire questions, and we'll get you on. You can move on with your day, and you can do what you do, man.
Sure.
All right. What is your favorite movie of all time?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Favorite band of all time?
Gosh, Rolling Stones.
If you could request anything for your last meal, what would it be?
A buffet, so I could keep going back till I get a stay of execution.
Smart move. Favorite ingredient that you use when you cook?
Good one. Oh God, I keep almost saying something and then I'm like brain farting because I get like so neck and neck. I'm gonna say really good extra virgin olive oil.
Ah, that wasn't what my guess was gonna be. Damn it.
It was like in between sea salt, sriracha, garlic, and olive oil.
Oh, I got one of them at least closely. I was gonna say either salt or bacon. Let's face it, bacon's just magical. It makes everything better.
It's pretty great, yeah.
All right, last question. Favorite vacation spot?
Hawaii.
Oof, That's a good one too, man. Jeez.
Yeah, easy.
This is a guy that knows how to live, people. All right, so like I was saying, if you're in the New England area, you want to go visit Adam Richman, get your copy of Straight Up Tasty autographed. He's going to be at the Dave's Marketplace, 1000 Division Street, East Greenwich, on May 26th at 4 p.m. On Wednesday, May 27th at 12 p.m., he'll be at Northeastern University in Boston. And Thursday, May 28th in New Haven, Connecticut, he'll be there at 6 p.m. at the Yale Co-op, his old stomping grounds, his old alma mater there.
Indeed.
Indeed. Actually, Adam, one last question before you go.
Sure.
I know you got this cookbook coming out. I know you've got Man Finds Food that's on TV right now on the Travel Channel, 9 p.m. on Wednesdays.
Correct.
What does the future hold for you? Do you have any other projects that you can talk about that you have coming up?
Yeah, brother, of course. We just shot season 2 of Food Fighters on NBC, which airs July 2nd. So that's with home cooks facing off against professional chefs. And this season is just awesome. We've got like 2 kid competitors. We even have a 14-year-old professional chef that's doing like 9-course tasting menus out of our house. It's bananas. So that's starting July 2nd. We just shot 10 episodes. And I just sold my first show in the UK called Barbecue Champ for ITV. So I think you're able to stream that here in the States through the web. But that's called Barbecue Champ, and I'm going to be shooting that all June.
Wow. That sounds awesome, man. I got to tell you, I hate it when I see little kids on TV being successful because it makes me look at myself and just go, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, what is wrong with me?
They're so mature, it's freaky. Like, they're so incredibly mature and well-spoken. I was like, oh, my God, I totally sucked as a 12-year-old.
I know, it's like, I was watching some show with a friend of mine. He was just like, man, this is unfair. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, they don't even have pubes. They shouldn't qualify for success at this point in life.
Hey, look, just look at it this way. As long as they're chefs, they stay out of your food.
Exactly.
It's a pube-free dish.
Exactly. All right, Adam Richman, we salute you, sir. And we will
Thank you so very much, man.
We'll definitely see you on the book tour. Don't forget, Straight Up Tasty available in bookstores right now. Go buy a copy, unless you're a schmuck that doesn't want to get a book and create some tasty meals.
Exactly.
All right, Adam, thank you very, very much for your time, and hopefully we'll talk to you again in the future.
Thanks for having me on, brother. Bye-bye.
No problem. Bye-bye.